Hello everyone, this is Donna from Even the Scales. Thank you if you've clicked on my video today. I'm on my channel right now because it's an absolute emergency that I get help here. So if there's anyone out there that can help me to expose this landlord, St George Community Housing, and these neighbours for what they're doing here, please help me. My email will be in the description box of this video. What they are doing right now is they're using this disgusting creep that lives diagonally to me, whose range hood has been rigged so that he can tamper with the air in my home. They're using him to breathe cigarette smoke into my house. And he's been doing this for he's been doing it for months and months, but he's been doing it like full on over the past 24 hours. This is because they've stopped using this woman downstairs all of a sudden, and now they're using him. But this is because they're trying to spread something through the air. They're trying to give me something like COVID or something like that. And of course, they want me to talk about it because they want me to sound crazy for saying that, but no, that's what they're doing. This landlord is desperate, absolutely desperate. His whole real estate empire, whatever he has right now, depends on killing me. Killing me or incapacitating me in some way. He's constantly provoking me. And, he must be desperate to be using a known predator in this area to stalk and abuse me. And all of a sudden, he's just switched it over so it's breath coming into my house, cigarette smoke. I've had COVID twice, and I've also had pneumonia. They know that. They know everything about my health record. This person that lives diagonally to me, he would be desperate enough to give himself COVID and then breathe it through into my home. It's also a great time to catch COVID because of the humidity. It's a hot day. And they gave me COVID deliberately when I went to the hospital. When I went to the Campbelltown public hospital and I was taken there against my will, they deliberately gave me COVID there to try and affect my lungs because they know I've had pneumonia. So this is one of the landlord's plans, obviously. And, even if it's not happening, I don't know what he's got. He's breathing his secondhand smoke into my house, and he's so smug about it because I can be writing a post up or doing a video to protect myself from him, and he will continue to breathe the smoke in. So it's like, I don't know if you can imagine what that's like, but when you've got severe PTSD, and I'm so traumatised by what these neighbours and this landlord have done here by tampering with my air, and there's no one to call on for help, it's traumatic. So when I'm talking about it and he does that, like, it's just, my heart is just racing. And he knows that because he's watching my heart on a monitor as he does that. So's the landlord, so's everybody involved in this. And if they see him abusing me, then there'll be abusive men stalking my home at the same time, just to create that extra stress. So it's absolutely urgent that I get help, and I'm going to be putting these videos up all day, just appealing for somebody to help me raise public awareness of this, please, because there's no one to turn to. The Campbelltown police are involved in this. They're watching this creep abuse me. He's a peeping Tom pervert. That's enough on its own to make anyone sick. And I don't know how many of them are viewing into my home illegally. This one lives within metres of me. I have to pass him if I walk out the front and he's out there. I've got to pass him and then know that I'm walking past him and coming into my home and knowing that he's watching me in my home. He's disgusting, he is. He really is. And he gets a kick out of this, and yeah, he's so smug. He is, and I want him held accountable for the hell he's put me through, and still is. And yeah, like the landlord, St George Community Housing, how low is that, to be poisoning somebody's air? Because he could put anything he likes through that air. And you know, I was thinking about this morning, about how they could put anything through, and then I thought, yeah, that's what they're doing, because they've suddenly stopped her and they've gone to him, and that's all they're using, just breath, and he's just breathing in all the time. They're trying to give me COVID. It's the landlord's desperation is what's doing this. And this creep, he knows where I am in my home. He knows what I'm doing. He's watching me film this now. He's watching it in my house on illegal cameras, and he's watching my devices. He can see everything I do. This disgusting thing who's good for nothing. He does nothing. He hasn't left his home in 21 months because he's a predator. He's a known predator who is an abuser. And, he's already an abuser, and that's why the landlord's using him. And he's someone who would get enjoyment out of torturing a woman that's defenseless. And, he likes being cruel. He's the most disgusting thing ever. So, I'm in a lot of danger here. This is my life. If I can't get COVID, no one wants to get COVID, but we all know how dangerous COVID can be. And I feel like that's what they're trying to do. And it's because they did that to me in the hospital. They gave it to me deliberately. And also it's because of just how desperate this landlord is. And, there's people at the Campbelltown Public Hospital that are involved in this. And they know that, if these neighbours are caught and my family are caught for what they're doing, that they're going to be caught. So, this landlord would have unlimited resources right now, in as far as contacts wanting to help him kill me. So he would have access to medical resources because of the medical people that are involved in this. There's a lot of medical people out there that would want me gone, because this is a justice system and health system cover-up. Not just a justice system cover-up, it's a health system cover-up too. So, this landlord's got the Campbelltown police protecting him, and he's got people that are willing to be corrupt to help him, because they're corrupt. So please, if there's anyone out there that can help me bring this landlord to justice, because he deserves it. Who knows? Can you imagine if he was doing this to an elderly person, like I'm old myself. I'm 60 tomorrow. But can you imagine if there was somebody old and frail who was alone in a unit like this, and this landlord wanted to get rid of him, and he was just getting someone to breathe into the home? Like, he could use germs to take people's lives. He's rigged this home. He's modified the home. And I put a video up before saying somewhere there's a landlord who is sitting there relying on a predator pervert to abuse me to death for his life, for his fortune, to keep it. Like, that's what he's relying on. His whole life relies on this disgusting thing keeping me abused. So please, if you can help me, please help me. My email will be in the description box of this video. If you can help me raise public awareness, I would really appreciate that too. I will attach some videos to this one that would be ideal for you to share, because they explain in more detail what's happened here in Campbelltown. So thank you if you've listened to this video.